What's up, guys? You're welcome to David Data Channel once again. I'm so glad to have you here. If this is your first time, please hit the subscribe button so you can be notified once a new video drops in every week. And we are here to help you become a data analyst from scratch. We also talk about productivity and about faith. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 4 essential skills that every data analyst needs. Yes, the 4 essential skills needed by any data analyst. I'm going to be giving a high-level overview because as we learn on becoming a data analyst, we're going to be touching on these skills on a very granular basis. Number 1, yes, data cleaning and preparation. Data scientists, analysts, and machine learning users all over the world say that 60% of their analysis process is done in data cleaning and preparation. Data cleaning is very important. The reason is that the quality of your analysis is dependent on the quality of your data. If you don't clean up your data effectively, it's going to affect your analysis. If let's say you were doing some machine learning stuff, right, and then what we call noise from your data. So if your data has so much noise, you've not cleaned, it's going to affect your machine learning algorithm and then your prediction models. And so cleaning is very important, and it takes a whole large of data analysis process. So that was to become a data analyst, to be good in your craft as a data analyst, you need to understand that data cleaning is highly important in your endeavor. And if you're like me who don't like data cleaning, you still have to do it. You like it or not, you still have to do it. Okay, number 2. The second important skill any data analyst needs is data visualization and reporting. Yes, data visualization and reporting, and that's my favorite, right? I love visualization, I love reporting. Right, so after you have done your analysis, you have cleaned your data, you have prepared your data, you have done your analysis, you need to report your findings in a manner that can be understood by your audience. Your audience could be a technical audience, could be a non-technical audience as well. So you can't afford to bring in jargons into your reporting or visualizations when you're talking to non-technical people, right? If your audience are technical people, then you can afford to put in the technical jargons here and there for your reporting and visualization. But by and large, you understand that your grand aim is to visualize your data in such a way that on seeing it by your audience, they'll be able to understand what is going on in your data. Let's say you're plotting a time series chart or a bar chart, a histogram to show distribution of several variables. You need to visualize your data in a consistent manner, in a simple manner that will be understood by all the stakeholders involved. In visualization, something I need to say, no, less is usually more, right? Less is usually more. It is good to focus on what you want your audience to get out of it, right? Not too much colors here and there, so much charts. You use the simple charts to get what you want. Majority of the majority of your visualizations would be done by mostly the regular charts available. So you don't need to go and use a gauge chart, for example, when you don't need, when a bar chart could have done it for you, right? Really. So that's key. So the third skill is that you need to understand business operations. You need to understand how the business runs. You need to understand what are the lifelines in the business. To understand the things that are most important in the business. That is how you can be able to add value from your analysis. So you can be able to ask the right questions. Know where the pain points are. The key things that are key, and it comes from you understanding how the business runs, right? So you need to understand your business, because by and large your job as an analyst is for the business. It's for you to collect data, aggregate it, clean it, model it, analyze it, and then help the business make actionable decisions from your insights. Yeah. And finally, the fourth skill required by the data analyst is storytelling and communication. Yes, storytelling and communication. You need to be able to communicate effectively. You need to be able to communicate your findings effectively and be able to tell a story from your data. You've worked with your data for 6 months, 1 year, you have 1 year worth of data, you have 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, even 6 months worth of data. You need to be able to tell a story from your data and be able to communicate your findings effectively to the business stakeholders. What use is all your analysis if you can't communicate your findings? If business decisions cannot be made from your findings, right? So communication skill is highly important. It could be written communication, could be oral communications via presentations, any which way. You need to learn the act of communicating your data and understand that data is neutral. Data is neither good or bad. It is the message you want your data to pass that it would pass. If you want your data to pass a message that your business is failing, it would pass the message. You would communicate it that way. If you want your data, if you want to communicate that the business is doing well when it's not actually doing well, you can communicate that finding as well. So really it's about you communicating properly every day. New processes come out, people are innovating the process, right? So you need to be willing to learn. How best can I clean my data? How can I get my data cleaned faster, more efficiently, right? How can I prepare my data? What tools are best for me considering my business ecosystem, right? These are things you consider. How can I improve on my visualization and my reporting skills? What books can I read? What tutorials can I take to improve on my visualization? Oh, what's the best tool I could use for my visualization? Should I use Power BI? Should I use Tableau? Should I use Data Studio? Should I use Google Sheets? Would it solve my problems? So these are things you consider because it's an ever learning and ever progressive field. Okay, so that is that for today's video. I hope you're able to get a thing or two from these videos, and if you've watched up to this moment, thank you very much. I hope to see you again next week in David Data on how we talk about how to become a data analyst. Bye.